Yes.
And like I was saying, you know, a lot of y'all ladies don't have that motivation in that game, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Y'all should look, take notes, follow lessons, you know what I'm saying, and learn, because it's the porn queen right here. Like I said, a lot of y'all don't have that motivation, man. I like to say, it was like, thank you for just showing these young breds the game right now, because a lot of these ladies ain't focused. Let's talk about the record label, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well also too, I just want to say thanks for everybody who bought that movie and all the movies I've done. At this time, we're talking about 20 million sold. 20,
wow.
Not 2 million, 20 million sold.
You hear that?
So I just want to thank all the fans, the new fans, and people who just bought the movie and still buying those movies, because now I have my own film company. And it's called Spantaneeus Entertainment.
Wow.
We just produced our first product about 3 or 4 weeks ago, upstate New York.
Okay.
The first DVD comes out the first of the year. And we're doing another DVD before the end of the year. So that'll be 2 DVDs coming out. So any men or women out there who are serious about being a porn star, I don't want no darn camera photos, none of that stuff. I get all these camera photos to my email saying I want to be a porn star.
Yeah,
now, it's real professional. You can't just
professional.
be like, look in the mirror at yourself before you send a photo to me.
You hear that?
And we talking about men.
And I might check you out too, man. You know what I'm saying? The ladies, you know, the ladies, I might check you out. You got your shit together.
Exactly. You really
toenails, hair done, your mind right.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Have all that together. And if so, we'll get a call back. We'll let you know what you're supposed to do right after that, you know, about information. If we see your photo and we really like what we see. Alright? Now, just because you have a big dick, guys, don't think, you know, you can be a porn star, because it's not like that.
You hear that?
Alright? My whole crew are all men. So I'm going to let you know, you have to be real comfortable with the cameraman, not the camera woman, close to your dick when you're having the sex scene going on. So, I mean, that's just a little bit of how the porn industry is. Alright?
Yeah, fellas.
So on that note, definitely check out the first project. It'll be out next year, Spantaneeus Entertainment, and you know why it says Spantaneeus, because you know that's one of my signatures. Or anytime you see an Spantaneeus Entertainment, you know that's Spantaneeus owned product.
Now, I just heard you said something about 20 million sold. That's like Michael Jackson Thriller numbers, like. Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah, I'm in the Hall of Fame as well.
I can imagine. I can imagine.
And you know, I really didn't think that movie was going to go like that. I knew, like, wow, it's going to sell, because I'm the first black woman to ever do a gangbang that big. Usually it was like white girls, or the first Asian woman was Annabelle Chung. Okay, but the first time they ever seen a black woman ever do all those guys, and Ron Jeremy, he hosted the event just like he did all the other ones.
Did you hear that name? She said Ron Jeremy.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
This is classic material right here, man. This go way back. Look, let me ask you something. How did you get like started in this game? Like what put you to this game? Like who approached it, or this something that you just went for yourself? Like what inspired you to jump in this game?
Well, I always been sexual, you know, so I feel a lot of people should just walk around booty naked. So you know, it was like no thing to
martial law on that. Yeah, everybody naked. Right?
But in a classy way, you know.
Yes, yes.
But the whole thing is, I used to be in a band. I had my own rock band.
Oh, okay.
And I used to play drums. And people used to always say that I should be a porn star because I had that sexual aura about me.
Wow.
But somebody submitted a photo to one of the companies in Hollywood, so that's how as they say, that history just continues, or it made history just by my photo. The company called me and they asked me, you know, we would like to have you under contract with Flight to Hollywood, all these different things, and I checked into it and found out they were one of the biggest companies in Hollywood. Yeah. And I also used to open up for a lot of rappers back then too.
Okay.
So this was like around 95, 96.
So give us the audience a few people that you opened up for.
Oh wow, I opened up for Big Daddy Kane.
You hear that?
Like,
number legendary people, man. You legend names like
Black Sheep.
You hear that?
Now, how many people know about Apache? I want a gangster bitch.
Wow.
Not too many people know about Apache. Okay, so we went back during that time.
Damn.
And that was my first time learning how to smoke blunts with Apache and Trench from Naughty by Nation.
Okay.
Because I didn't know what a blunt was and all this, and that was like,
and
damn.
They put yours
and
to
I was blunted out ever since. So,
so you know how we smoke on Gut Entertainment, man.
Yeah,
you know how
and
it
Queen
is.
Latifah, I definitely want to give love to Queen Latifah as well, because her and I were the only females on tour. We were talking about platinum artists, and no one knew who a Spantaneeus Xtasty was. I wasn't even signed with a label at the time. I opened up for Big Daddy Kane and MC Light, and that's how I got on tour with the Flavor Unit.
Wow.
Yeah. So
you got a lot of history in the game, yo.
I also did something with Lil Wayne, Cash Money. I want to say thank you for all the love y'all gave me when they were on tour with DMX.
The Rough Rider tour, yeah. That tour was crazy.
Oh my God.
Lil Wayne said that was his favorite tour. Like.
Yes. Because it was funny because we were in Boston at the Fleet Center, and you know they had that joint called Back That Thing Up and all that. So me and Big Tigger, they like, yo Spawn, we want to have you up on stage, and we want you to back that front up. And this is a sold out arena. I think it was like 30, 50,000 people.
Wow.
Now Lil Wayne was still like, you know, he was big, but not as big. And that's my boy, because he's doing this thing now. I love you. Spawn loves you, because you always gave Spawn love. Definitely. I'm proud of what you're doing, bro. But definitely, when I was on stage, no problem. 50,000, I'll show my 55 FFs.
Wow. Wow.
So I had my fur on, acting like I'm gonna back that thing up, and I turned around and my fur dropped, and it was like
crowd lost.
Arena went crazy. Lil Wayne, the whole Cash Money crew, they stopped rapping. They just looked at me like, yo, Spawn, she really did it.
Wow.
You know, so DMX,
that's history right there.
Yeah, and he went on stage after us.
How did he go on stage after that?
He
like,
actually got on the mic and said, yo,
what can I say? Like,
Spawn took the show with, you know, Cash Money and them. I don't have no chicks.
You shut it down, like.
Big
you shut it down, like.
But he did his thing, you know, he definitely did his thing. I love you too, DMX, that's my boy as well. I had a fun time on that tour.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
Classic tour.
Yes.
Yeah, we was talking not too long ago, and I just want you to flash the tattoo. Let you know how serious that you is with this this label thing that you got.
Wow.
Let's get a close up on that. That is beautiful. That is amazing, right?
This is like my 22nd tattoo, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
22nd.
That is amazing. Like, how long did it take to get that done? Like?
This is like about 3 or 4 hours, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shout out to the guy that did that, yo.
Chad, yes.
Chad, yeah, he do a good job, man.
Tattoo roller.
Okay.
And Corning, New York.
That's nice.
That's like upstate New York for real. But it was worth it, and I will be getting another tag.
Definitely.
He's like the Mr. Cartoon of the East Coast.
Oh, okay.
And a lot of people who are real die-hard tattooists, they know who Mr. Cartoon is on the West Coast. Mr. Cartoon did Lil Flip, Meth, Redman. He does like a lot of people in the industry tattoos. This guy is really good. So if I'm on the West Coast, Mr. Cartoon, on the East Coast is definitely Chad, and that's just one of his work. I mean, his work is just
that's crazy. Like,
it's like the microphone could just come off the arm.
Yeah, basically.
You know, this guy is really good. So definitely.
So you know,
go onto my MySpace and get his info.
Yeah, shout that out too.
Definitely.
That's crazy. It's a beautiful thing.
So that's the next chapter of my life.
And you tell them you got artists and all that in the building, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Well, I want to say, you know, this is the month of September, being in New York, definitely, always. The #1 rapper in the world will always be Tupac, my baby, the guy who managed me, the guy who
you hear that, fellas?
Definitely.
And she just not talking, it's real, so she got like actual footage and you was in the How You Want It video, wasn't you?
Yep.
Exactly. This is classic material. This is Gut Entertainment. Let me bring classic to y'all people, you know what I mean?
Yes, and this was during the time when, you know, before the death row, we didn't have the bodyguards like we did. Things were like, so much smooth, so much calmer.
Wow,
you know,
man.
And I just want to shout out to his dad. Keep your head up always. You know, the band is always after my brothers out there. You know, keep your head up. I'm going to let you know that election we having in November, Obama, baby. You better wake up. I'm serious about that. You better register next month. You better. It's a new movement. This is something that's real serious. That, you know, we really need the situation going on right now.
Yeah, it's crazy out here, man.
Definitely. It's really
Bro, they
crazy.
shutting down all the strip clubs and shit, man. We gotta have a fucking change, man. This shit is outrageous,
Real,
like, you know what I'm saying?
And I'm
It's
not
crazy.
just saying because of Obama, because he's a black man. I'm saying that I look at the history of his situation. He can change a lot of things. No matter what president gets in office, they can't change overnight the situation.